Storytimers. I hope you've all had a great summer and you've all been reading a lot this summer. And I want to let you know that we're going to be taking a 2-week break after this story time. So this is going to be my last story time for a couple of weeks, but you can always watch the older ones if you want. So we're going to get started right away today with Zoom, Zoom, Zoom. So everybody ready? Here we go. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. Now climb if you want to take a trip. Climb aboard my rocket ship. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off! Okay, let's do far, far, far. We're going to a star. Ready? Get your zoomers out. Okay, ready? Here we go. Far, far, far. We're going to a star. Far, far, far. We're going to a star. Now climb if you want to take a trip. Climb aboard my rocket ship. Far, far, far. We're going to a star. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, get low, blast off! Alright, now let's do fun, fun, fun. We're going to the sun. Put your sunglasses on. Better pack some water. I'm getting some water. What else do we need when we go to the sun? You need your sunscreen, so put your sunscreen on your arms, on your neck, on your face, to the tops of your ears. Okay, here we go. Fun, 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 we're going to the sun. Fun, 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 we're going to the sun. Now climb if you want to take a trip. Climb aboard my rocket ship. Fun, 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 we're going to the sun. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, get low, blast off! Good job. Okay, we're going to do peanut butter hello. So let me get Froggy. Rap, say hi to the boys and girls. He's happy to see you. Did you miss the kids this week? Yeah, I missed them too. All right, we're going to slap our legs and clap our hands. Slap and clap, just so. Okay, here we go. Slap and clap. Slap and clap. Peanut butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as fast as we can. Hello. Do it again. Hello. That was good. Okay. Now let's see, we did fast, so let's do slow, Froggy. Are you ready? Okay. Slap and clap. Slap and clap. Peanut butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as slowly as we can. Now we're going to stretch it out really slow, like we have a piece of bubble gum in our hands. Okay, ready? Hello. Stretch it, stretch it, stretch it, and pop it. Good job. Okay. Let's say hello like a tiger if we can. What does a tiger say? Tell me what that. Can you make the noise of a tiger? You can't? I bet you the boys and girls at home can do it. Can you make a sound like a tiger? All right, let's try. Slap, bang, clap. Slap, bang, clap. Peanut butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello like a tiger if we can. Roar. See, you did a good job. You know what a tiger says, you silly frog. All right, let's see. Let's do, shall we do a duck? Yeah, let's do a duck. All right. Slap, bang, clap. Slap, bang, clap. Peanut butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello like a duck if we can. Today's story is called The Elephant's Child, or How the Elephant Got Its Trunk. Now, you may not know this, but a long, long time ago, elephants didn't have a long trunk. They had a stubby nose that was big and round, and it looked like a boot. The elephant had a child who was very curious, and he asked all kinds of questions, silly questions and interesting questions, and questions all day long. And everybody in the family was so tired of answering questions. But that didn't stop the insatiable curiosity of the elephant's child. So, every morning when the elephant got up, he would go to see his aunts and his uncles and his cousins and his brothers and his sisters. He would ask them a question. So on this particular day, the first person that the elephant's child saw was the ostrich. And the elephant looked up at his Auntie Ostrich and he said, "Auntie Ostrich, why do you have that long, scrawny neck?" Well, there are ways to ask questions, and there are ways that you should not ask questions. That was a way you shouldn't ask. Well, Auntie Ostrich was just very mad, and she looked at the elephant's child and she said, "Stop asking so many questions. You shouldn't be so curious. Your curiosity is going to get you into trouble one of these days." The elephant couldn't help it. He was so curious. So he walked along through the jungle and he came to his other auntie, the hippopotamus. And he went up to his auntie and he said, "Auntie, can you tell me, why are you so enormously fat?" Well, that is another way that you should not ask a question. But the elephant's child didn't know any better, and the auntie hippopotamus was very angry, and she was insulted. And she said, "Stop asking so many questions. Your curiosity is going to get you into trouble one of these days. Now go along and play in the jungle." He couldn't help it. He was curious. So he walked along and he walked along and he walked along. And he came to his uncle, the zebra. And he said, "Uncle Zebra, why do you have all those scratchy stripes all over your body?" Well, that wasn't a very nice way to ask him why he was stripy. And the Uncle Zebra looked at the elephant's child and he said, "Stop asking so many questions. Your curiosity is going to get you into trouble one of these days. Now go along and play in the jungle." He couldn't help it. He was curious. So the baby elephant marched along and he marched along in the jungle, and he came to his auntie, the monkey. And Auntie Monkey was hanging from the trees by her arms, and she was just swinging her legs back and forth. And she looked down at the elephant's child and she said, "I suppose you have a question for me?" And the elephant said, Yes, I do. "Auntie, I'm wondering, why are you always just hanging around doing nothing? You seem like the laziest person I've ever seen in my life. You just hang there." Well, that is not the way to ask a monkey why she hangs by her arms from the trees. The auntie was very insulted and she said, "Stop asking questions all the time. You're always asking questions. Your curiosity is going to get you into trouble one of these days. Now run along. Get out of here." He couldn't help it. He was curious. There were so many things to know about the world, and he just wanted some answers. So he walked along and he walked along and he walked along, and pretty soon he came to the bicolored rock snake. And the rock snake was curled around a rock. He was a rock snake. And he said, "So, elephant's child, what's new with you?" And he said, "Well, I am trying to get some answers to my questions because I have an insatiable curiosity and I can't help but ask questions." And the python said, "Well, tell me what you want to know and I will help you." He said, "Well, I wanted to know why my uncle the zebra has stripy, scritchy, scratchy stripies on his body. And I wanted to know why my auntie hippo was so enormously fat. And I wanted to know why my auntie the ostrich had this skinny, screechy, scrawny little neck with a head on the top. And I wanted to know why my auntie monkey was just always lazy and hanging around from trees and she doesn't seem to do anything. And they all got mad at me and chased me away. Are you going to chase me away too?" And the python said, "No, I promise I'll answer your questions." So the elephant's child said, "Well, one other thing I'm really curious about is, do you know what the crocodile eats?" And the python said, "Yes, I do know. And you can go right down there to the river and ask him." So the elephant's child said, "Oh, goody, goody. Finally, I'm going to get some answers to my questions." So baby elephant walked down to the edge of the river and he put his face over the water and he called out, "Oh, crocodile, crocodile." And the crocodile came up out of the water. And he said, "Yes, what can I do for you?" And the elephant's child said, "Can you tell me, please, what do you have for dinner?" And the crocodile said, "Come a little closer. Come a little closer and I'll whisper it to you." So the elephant's child leaned down close to the crocodile's mouth and he said, "I'm listening. Tell me, what do you eat for dinner?" And the crocodile leaped out of the water and he grabbed onto the baby elephant's nose and he pulled and he said, "I eat you." And baby elephant said, "Let go of my nose. Let go of my nose." But the crocodile pulled and pulled, and the baby elephant put her feet down into the grass at the edge of the river, and she pulled back. And the crocodile pulled more, and the baby elephant pulled back, and they went back and forth, and it looked like the baby elephant didn't have the strength to resist the alligator anymore. Now the rock python was watching the whole time. And so he felt bad for the baby elephant because he had sort of blown him off. So he slithered down the bank and he grabbed onto the baby elephant's tail and he pulled and the crocodile pulled and the python and the elephant pulled in the other direction and the crocodile pulled in this direction and the poor nose got stretched, and the longer they pulled back and forth, the longer his poor nose got. And finally the crocodile lost his grip on the elephant's child's nose and they went tumbling backwards. Crocodile gave up and he swam away. Now, oh my goodness, the baby elephant went and put his nose back into the water. Ooh, that poor nose hurt. It hurt so much because it got so stretched out. Ow. And he put it into the cool water of that river and he cooled his long, sore nose. And the python said, "It's not so bad. I mean, look how long I am and it comes in handy in all kinds of ways." And the elephant said, No, I want to wait until my nose goes back into its regular size because everybody's going to laugh at me. But while they were sitting there and baby elephant was waiting for his nose to shrink back into its boot-sized shape, he got really hot. The sun was beating down. And so he just, without even thinking, he sucked up some water through his trunk and he lifted it up and he threw it on his back and he splashed that cold water all over his hot skin and it felt wonderful. And the rock python stood there and he said, "You see? You couldn't do that before with your little boot-shaped nose. This could turn out to be a pretty good thing." And the baby said, "Oh, I know that was a kind of a cool thing, but I don't know. And while he was talking, he was ripping up grass with his long nose and stuffing it into his mouth. And the rock python said, "Look what you just did. You couldn't do that before with your boot-shaped nose. You just ripped up some grass and you put it in your mouth, and that seems like a pretty handy thing." Baby elephant went walking home. He thought, well, my mom and dad are probably going to laugh at me and my aunties and uncles will tell me it's because I was too curious and my curiosity got me into trouble, and it kind of did. So he walked along and he came to the monkey, and the monkey said, "Hey, what happened to you? The last time I saw you, you had a boot-shaped nose and now you've got this long thing." And the baby elephant said, "Oh, goodness me, I was too curious and I learned my lesson. I did find out after all what the crocodile ate for dinner, and it was me. And he grabbed my nose and he pulled it so hard he stretched it out this long. And while they were talking, there was a pesky fly floating around. And he was bugging that elephant. It was all in his ears and his skin, and it was making him itchy. And without even thinking, he took his long trunk and he smacked himself right on the head and he killed that fly." And the monkey said, "Hey, that's pretty cool what you just did. You couldn't do that before when you had that boot-shaped nose, could you?" And the elephant said, "No, I guess not. I could splash water on myself now, and I could rip up grass and eat like that with my nose, and I could kill pesky flies. I could do all kinds of things with this long nose now. Maybe it isn't such a bad thing after all." So he went home and he showed his mommy and daddy, and at first they were a little shocked and they thought it seemed kind of strange. But when the elephant's child told them all the things that he could do with this long stretched out nose, which by the way is called a trunk, and the mommy and daddy elephant looked at him, and then all of the aunts and uncle elephants came, and the sister and brother elephants came, and they all admired his long stretchy nose, which is a trunk, and they said, "We want one of those long stretchy noses too." And so all of the elephants went down to the riverbank and they asked the crocodile what he had for dinner. And every time the crocodile jumped out of the water and leaped onto their boot-shaped noses and pulled them out into long, stretchy noses, which is a trunk. And from now on, elephants have long trunks that they can use to do all kinds of things. And that is the way that the elephant's child got his long trunk. The end. Okay, it's time to play. Little mouse, are you behind which color house? So Froggy's here. He's going to help us. But Froggy, we have a new friend now. It's story time. Do you think maybe it would be nice to let our new friend be the one to help us do it? Hide the mouse behind the house. You don't think our new friend would do a good job? You're not just saying that because you want to do it, are you? Let's try and see. I'll call Oscar. You call him too. Ready? Whistle. Oscar! Oh, here he is. Oh, Oscar! Get down! Oh my God. Oh. He's a little enthusiastic. Oh, say hi to the boys and girls. Oh, goodness me. Come back here. Oh, Oscar, would you like to help us? Yeah, you'd like to help us play Little Mouse. All right, do you know how this works? Okay, great. All right, so we're gonna hide our eyes, and you're gonna Come on, come back here. You're going to hide the mouse behind the houses, okay? Oh, stop it, stop it. Okay. All right. Are you ready? I think he's a little excited to be on our story time with us today. Are you? Oh, stop. All right. Here's the mouse. This might not be such a good idea. All right. Are you ready? You're going to put the mouse over there under one of those houses, okay? All right. Ready? Here we go. Let's see. No, not like, no. Oscar. Oh. This isn't working. No, I don't think he gets it. Oh, stop. Okay, I think maybe we need to have Froggy help us. You know what? Look over there. There's a squirrel. Wow. Okay, I don't think he's ready. I think maybe Oscar needs a little more training. Look at our houses. What a mess. All right. I'm going to fix our houses. All right, that didn't work out so great, did it? All right, Froggy, where did you go? I hope you're not sulking. Here's Froggy again. All right, Froggy, can you help us, please? You know, you were right. Yeah. Okay. You know the drill. He's going to hide the mouse. We're going to close our eyes. I'm going to sing the song. Ready? Now it's time to close your eyes, close your eyes, close your eyes. Now it's time to close your eyes. No one's peeking. Okay, you can open your eyes. All right, Froggy, did you remember to hide it? Did you hide it? Come on, I know you were upset that I let Oscar do it. It didn't work out though. You're right. You are very good at this job. Okay. So he did hide it. I know he did. He's just teasing us. Okay. So let's see. You know, Froggy loves the color green and he always hides it under the green one. So let's check the green one first. Do you think that's a good idea? Uh-oh. All right. Let's try. Ready? Little mouse, are you in the greenhouse? Let's knock. Ready? You knock it home too. Knock, knock, knock. Let's see. Oh, he's not in the green one. You tricked us. He's laughing at us. I think he wants us to do this one. Shall we do the yellow one? Think we should trust Froggy? I don't know. Let's see. Should we trust you? I think you're trying to trick us. All right, let's try the yellow one. Little mouse, are you in the yellow house? Knock, knock, knock. 1, 2, 3. All right, I'm not trusting you anymore. I'm going to pick my own color. I want to check, let's check the blue house and see if it's under the blue one. Ready? Little mouse, are you in the blue house? Let's see. Knock, knock, knock. 1, 2, 3. We found it! There's little mouse! Good job. Thanks for helping us, sweetie pie. That's the end of story time for today. So let's do our little rhyme, our closing rhyme called Point to the Ceiling. Ready? Point to the ceiling, point to the floor, point to a window, and point to the door. Point to your chin, now point to your eye, point to your hand, and wave goodbye. See you soon. Have a great ending to your summer, and we'll be back again with story time in the fall. Bye, everybody.